in this video, I'm going to walk you through my thinking process when I'm looking for setups on gold. Okay, the first thing that I want to do is I want to understand the higher time frame directional buy. So this is the daily chart. Let me take away some of these lines so the chart's not too busy. Okay, now on this daily chart, I can see that we have this down candle. Okay, this is the daily chart, and this down candle is an order block because it's come into a previous order block here. Okay, so I'm interested in that level, and I'm just going to turn on the line. There's quite a few lines here. So what I'll typically do is I will mark out the open of that and expect price to have good reaction from there. Okay, the high is also important. Okay, so from this I can tell that the price 2420, which is probably that high. Let's have a look at the high. That high there is 2418.30. So that zone from the high to the open of that candle is going to be important. It's an important level. Okay, that's the first thing that I like to see. Okay, now this is on TradingView. And the low here on TradingView is 2420. However, on my other platform, MT4, I can see that we've actually come down to 2420. Okay, so that's good. Now, if I go to a 15-minute chart, let's have a look at a couple of things here. This is also an order block, right? This whole thing is an order block. This is yesterday's order block. And we've come and tapped into there, right? The high, well, that's the open of this candle, 2420. So look at this consolidation that is coming into this order block here on the left, 2420, 2420 is a key level, okay? That is at Asia, right? This 45-minute dump into Asia, into this order block, 2420 is a key level, right? When I see that order block form at the Asia, okay, for me, that's a good setup. Okay, and we are going higher from that level, which I've already longed from. Okay, now my immediate target is going to be the PM session high. The PM session high is here. This is yesterday at 3 p.m. That is going to be my immediate draw on liquidity. Okay, but my target on this trade is 2425. How did I get that target? Well, quite simple. Okay, I took the low and high of that dump and projected it up the same range, and that comes into that level there, 2425. Okay, now I've shown you how to do this previously. You just got to measure. Let's just do it manually. This high and this low. We can just draw a box. Let's just draw a box. Okay, I'm just capturing the range of those down candles. Okay, the high and the low. I'm just going to copy this, clone it, and I'm going to just drag it up. Okay, I'm going to drag it up. So this takes a range, and I'm going to put it there. So whatever that range is, it needs to come down a little bit. We've gone above. Okay, so I've just measured that manually, okay, because a lot of people get confused at how I'm using the fib tool. So that range from that high to that low, the dump, you want to measure the dump and project it up the exact same amount. And that's my target that's the high. You can see that high aligns with this high, which is the ultimate draw on liquidity, yesterday's PM session high. That entry that I've taken, okay, from that dump to that high is close to 50 pips, just there. Now it's going to go above that, and when I do it mathematically, I get 2425, okay? So that entry, if we measure that up to 2425, is 50 pips, and that's what I'm looking for, a nice scalp, okay? So a couple of things here. Number one, you want to see the Asia manipulation, dump down, 3 15-minute candle, the 45-minute, even if it's 4, can be 1 hour dump, okay? That in itself is an order block that we've now traded above, okay? We've now traded above. That's a nice entry once we start to trade above that order block. So most likely we'll take out this liquidity, come back down into that range. That will be coming back down into the order block for continuation higher. I'm not looking for, this can go higher. My ultimate target here is 2450, as I've posted on Twitter this morning. Okay, if I go to my Twitter profile, there is my post from this morning. I'm looking for here, 2450. I've set it there. Okay, we got the target that I mentioned previously, which was last week's high. Okay, and I've shown you all the trades I've done, and I'll do a separate video on those trades from yesterday. Okay, now I'm looking for 2450. Now I'm not really expecting Asia to take us up to, those high, the 2450, but I do feel this is a nice entry. I'm just looking for this high, right? This high and a little bit more, okay, because it's not just going to stop at that high. Most likely it'll take that high, come back down into the order block and continue higher, most likely into this inefficiency, okay? Right now, I'm just looking for this target. I want to make it easy. As I said, I always look for the easy targets, okay? I'm just looking for a 50-pip scalp, okay? So very simple trade, okay? There's the order block from yesterday, right? These down candles, okay? With these down candles going up, come down, consolidation, okay? Asia starts, we get this dump, okay? Immediate target is going to be the high of the PM session, which is this high there. PM session means around that 3 p.m., whatever that high is, that is bound to be taken when we are bullish, okay? Let me get rid of these. And you can see we've almost taken that. That's the draw on liquidity, okay? So we may still come back down to 2, 4, that daily order block is there, right? That level there. Let's have a look. Is that the daily order block? Let me just make sure. The daily order block, it could be anywhere in this zone. I like the open of the daily candle. So that open is at 2415, okay? So we possibly could get down to 2415, right? Maybe we come up here, New York takes out the Asia lows into this daily order block, and then we go higher. Or London takes this out. London takes them with this equal lows here. I won't be surprised if London comes back down, takes out this liquidity under Asia, hits the daily order block and goes higher, okay? that's kind of how I'm trading. This is a very easy setup. You've got an order block here. Okay. PM session comes into the order block, doesn't do anything, just consolidates. PM session makes a high. Okay. The Asia session makes the dump, getting short sellers perhaps enticed into the market. Okay. Into this order block from yesterday. Target, immediate target. There you go. You got the immediate target is the PM session, right? My trade is currently 40 pips in profit, which I'm going to keep on, right? But at this point, I would put my trade to break even. The trade will come back to the order block and should not go below. This is the current stop. But on this trade right now, I should not lose. Okay, the trade's at 40 pips, or a bit more than 40 pips. And the position should now come back down to this order block, okay, and continue higher. If it doesn't, then that's fine. It can come back lower. But right now, my position's at break even. I cannot lose on this trade, and I shouldn't lose on this trade, but I'm happy to give up existing open profits for potential high. I'm only looking for this, 2425, right? That's what I'm looking for. So I'm pretty close to my target. So short video. I'll do another video later in the week that talks about the trades that I did yesterday. There were only really 2 trades that I did yesterday. Okay, very, very simple entries. Very simple entries. So yesterday, where were we? We came down, right? Down where? We came down into this hourly order block, right? That's where I long from, okay? But I did the long on a 15-minute chart. If I jump down to a 15-minute chart, okay, let me get rid of all these lines. Actually, I do want to see where the order block is. That's the order block right there, okay? That's the order block right there. I've got it already marked on my charts. Came down. This is Asia lows. It's taken out the Asia lows. What time is this? Yep, that's Asia low. So Asia goes up. London brings it down, takes that liquidity of Asia lows, which is anticipated, down into the 1 hour order block. Perfect entry from the 1 hour order block. Okay, I waited for confirmation. So once I've spoken about this 3-bar pattern, you get a down candle, a wick down into that key high time frame support zone. In this case, it was a 1 hourly order block. Watch my previous videos. I've spoken about the 3-bar pattern. Then the next candle is an engulfment of that wicked candle that takes out the support, right? Hits the support zone. Okay, and then I'm long from there. Now you saw my trades. My first exit was the high of Friday. Okay. The high of Friday was this level there. Okay, that was 2415. I think it's on my Twitter, right? Just go to my Twitter. You'll see it here. Where are we? There you go. This is that trade. Okay, the first exit was there, 241480. Right, that was high Friday right there. Okay, that level there. That's around that 2414. And then the second exit was a bit higher. Right. Well, the first exit was a bit lower, and the second exit was Friday's high. Because the first exit I was targeting what I had posted on Twitter earlier, which was this level. Okay, so the first exit that I took was that level there, 2415, and the second exit was high of Friday. Okay, that particular trade entry was from this order block, that 1 hour order block, after taking out the low of Asia. Okay, now my current position has been closed out. There you go. Right, while we're talking, I've hit that target, 2425. I'll post that on Twitter. I'll journal it shortly, but this will continue going high in my view. Okay, most likely closing this inefficiency or getting up to the midpoint of that inefficiency. But that was my initial target based on this dump. You can see, got the target to the dot. I'm done. That was a 10 lot. I'll have a look at the results shortly. I'll post it up on Twitter. Okay, now I'm done for the day. I'll now come back and see what the market does in London. I want to see these lows taken into this daily order block for continuation. Now, the other trade that I did was in New York. Again, that was an easy trade as well. Okay, let's bring it up here on Twitter. And I will do a separate video on these, but I'm just mentioning these now while I'm here. So this trade was based on the London, down here, that's the London 1 hour order block. This is a 1 hour chart, I'm pretty sure. This is a 50-minute chart. But that low there is a 1 hour order block. Takes that London low, goes down, 3-bar pattern. I'm entering long here at the engulfment of that wick, right? And first target was here, as mentioned on the Twitter. That's a 2414, that's right there. And the second target was Friday's high. That's a 2416. Okay, that was done. London trade done. Then I came back in New York. Okay, and New York was a day where we had news. Okay, this was my New York trade. We got a low, we got a high, we got a lower low, and a higher high. Any push down into this zone is key. Okay, that is support zone. It's called the bullish breaker. And that's my entry right there, 938. I did not enter immediately as it's come down. I waited for the engulfment. I like to wait for the engulfment because that validates my entry, right? And that was up to the high of the week. As I mentioned, we were taking the high of the week. That was my target. Now, don't always wait for the high to be taken. As soon as I'm close to the high, I've taken that and I've locked in my profits. This is the 5 lot. So that's a nice, probably close to 100 pips. What's that? That's probably 90 pips, okay? Or 80 pips. Now, this continued to go a lot higher, and that's fine. My initial target on this, as I mentioned, was 2425. And now I'm looking for 2450, okay? We can see that gold moved all the way through that weekly high, okay? That weekly high there has been taken, and nice move up, and I'm still looking for high prices, right, into 2450. Now, we might not get that, and that's fine. I need to see the right setup, okay? So just because I mentioned a target doesn't mean I'm going to stick with it. I'm here to make money on every trade. I will take the easy targets. When I say my target is 2450, that means I'll have a bullish bias, and I'll continue to buy all pullbacks until I get my objective, and I'll reassess. Right, I'll reassess, and I still believe we are hitting higher on gold up to 2450, and I'll continue to look for entries on all pullbacks to meet that objective. right? Until I am proven wrong, okay? So a nice trade here while we were recording this video. I'll post this up shortly. This trade was based on this dump, 45-minute dump in Asia. The timing's key. And having this liquidity, you need to have a draw on liquidity. Why is it going to go up? Because that's the PM session that it's drawing to, and a little bit above there, okay? So I will do a few additional videos on the trade that I've spoken about, and I'll post up this trade that I did this morning in the Asia session, okay? Hope the video was useful. I will now talk with you in a future video.